Hello again, Mickey D with you. It's 8 minutes past 5, I see on the bottom of the screen there. An unbelievably busy day altogether for me, but I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I enjoy going through the Breeders' Cup. I got the last video up. It was the first time I uploaded it from the laptop, so that was a learning process as well. As long-time viewers know, I'm only learning this crack as I'm going along, so the second time it mightn't be just as lucky for me, but we'll see. We have 7 races done and we have 2 to go. We have the big 2, and then we have 4 tips for tomorrow in England. So where are we here? That's the Badger Eel. We're on to the Breeders' Cup turf race. Mile and a half, 13 declared to run. Yabir won it last year for the boys in blue and Charlie Appleby. 3 of the last 15 favourites won. 2 out of 4 odds-on shots were beaten. 9 of the last 15 winners were in the top 3 in the betting. 4-year-olds won 7 of the last 15. There's 4 3-year-olds, and the draw is of little impact. Nation's Pride is top rated at 21. I think there's 2 of them at 121. I think Mishriff is still rated 121. Charlie Appleby, it has ran 9 lifetime starts. It has 6 wins and 2 seconds. It was 8th in the Epsom Derby. That was the one time it was out of the frame. It won its last 3 starts in the US, so it's used to travelling. Godolphin's other representative there is Rebels Romance. That was last seen winning Group 1 in Germany. I think they send it over there for deeper ground than it'll get tomorrow. So Nation's Pride, I would say, is the first choice there. I just don't think Broom or Stone Age or the rest of them are up to the pace of the race. Warlike Goddess for Billy Mott. It's a 5-year-old mare out of English Channel. It let me down last year for the forecast in the mares only race. It ran at that Loves Only You won. It finished 3rd, but it's 3 for 3 at the distance, and it's better at a mile and a half, and it's a 9 to 2 shot there, and that's my selection, and I'm doing a reverse forecast with Nation's Pride. On to the Classic. Eight declared. I think there's a doubt about one of them. Is it down to... Yeah, Happy Saver. I think there's a doubt about him. 3 out of the last 15 favourites have won. And 1 out of 3 odds-on shots. So 2 odds-on shots out of 3 have lost in the last 15 years. The Jockey Club Group 1 in Belmont has provided 5 out of 15 winners. New York form is strong. 4-year-olds have won 6 at the last 15. 4 5-year-olds, 5 3-year-olds. It's an interesting stat. Only one winner in the last 15 years has won from stalls 1, 2 or 3. So Flightline, it just escapes that. He's in trap 4. He's a monster. He's a pure jet. He's 5 for 5 lifetime. Is rated over 130. I mean, all he has to do is show up really and have the 4 legs sound and 4 shoes on, and he'll win. It just sit back and enjoy the crack with that. Life is Good is rated 123. Didn't run as a 2-year-old, but was 3 for 3 last year. Its epicenter was one we backed in the Kentucky Derby. And then it won a couple of good. It won the Travers or the Haskell, wasn't it, or the Travers? But I thought that Flightline, if any of them tries to stay up with the pace with this fella, they'll fall in a hole and fall out the back of the television. And I thought that the likes of If It Runs, but there's a bit of a doubt I heard about it, is Happy Saver, that at the outsider at 66 to 1, that actually might run into a place, or Olympiad at 33 to 1. That they'll be staying on because they could stay just to get 3rd place money there. But all said and told, it should be a Flightline win tomorrow. Now, I have 4 tips for, well, let's see, which one is first? We'll go to the first one. The Badger Ale. 3 miles 1 chase is 13 declared. No favourites in the last 7 years have won this. 3 joint favourites, and both of them are 5-1. And both of them actually were trained by Paul Nicholls. Frodon bypasses the Down Royal in favour of this because the handicapper has dropped him £8 to a rating of 158. That's the favourite. So it's easy to see why that they'll probably go on the handicap route. They think there's a pot there. But I'm going to stick with Enrillo from the same yard. I think that puts him in a grand weight there of 10 stone 13. And he's had wind surgery. I see Frodon has had wind surgery as well. It's a fairly common thing with Paul Nicholls. But last season it didn't go on to the same potential as I might have thought. It fell in the Hennessy or the Ladbroke in first time out last year. And then it was unplaced. It was pulled up actually in 2 runs after that. But I thought that, well, let's see, is there any betting up there? There's the betting now. Enrillo was 9-2 earlier. It's still 9-2 there with Paddy Power. I thought that was the way to go tomorrow. The 239 at Doncaster. Heavy ground, 7 furlongs. Biggles, we won on it before. Is up £9 for winning the last day. It has won 5 out of the last 6, but it's hard enough with a handicap there carrying a limestone 12 in bog soft ground. I thought the way to go was with Young Fire for David O'Meara and Danny Tudhope. It was 4th of 10 last time at the track, a troubled trip. But it started the year off 98, and as you can see, it's 91 now. Well, we'll see what the betting is. 15-8 the favourite, Young Fire 5-1. That'll be a safe enough play at each way, I think, without a doubt. The 313 at Doncaster. This is the Ladbroke, or the last big handicap of the year, the November handicap. There's 22 declared. You can see there number 14, Metier, for Harry Fry, Safi Osborne. The last time that ran on the flat was in Ireland, which was with Andy Slattery, and it was 5th in a handicap off 90. 8 runs over hurls since, winning 4 of them, including a handicap hurl of 139 on heavy ground. It's rated 146 now. So off 89, it looks like it's a workable mark with Safi Osborne taking off 3. It's a 10-1 shot. Let's just double check. Yeah, 10-1 shot there, and they're paying 6 places a lot of the bookies, and each way a bet. You'd imagine that they're having fairly fit for that. Harry Fry on the national hunt in the last 21 days has had 18 runners with 4 winners and 4 placed horses. And I'm missing one race then, aren't we? Let's go to Aintree. Let's go to Scouserland. The Bylesport Handicap Chase. There's 6 runners there. It's just short of 2 miles. Gunsight Ridge, a 7-year-old out of Midnight Legend, was 3rd in this race last year on its first run out as well. Its shoulders top weight. It's returning from a break. It was last seen pulled up in Aintree meeting when it went off 4-1 favourite. But it lost a shoe that day and it a bit of an injured leg after it. It has wind surgery since as well. It goes well enough fresh. Let's see what the betting is for that. 3-1, 5-2. We'll have a win bet on that. Trainer Ollie Murphy in his last 26 runners on the national hunt has 4 wins and 6 place horses. That's 16%. So that's me back full picture. That's the first time I learned how to do that. Anyway, it's rattling on. The time is 20 past 5 now. I'll have to try and get this up. The first race that I want to see is at 6:15. So there'll be always good. Last year was the Japanese. They won 2 races for the first time. We all remember when Lester Piggott came back years ago in 1990 to ride out of retirement. He was in his 50s. To ride a horse for the great trainer Vincent O'Brien, Royal Academy. I was there that day. It was a brilliant experience. And we'll always remember a Razzie as well with that great middle burst of speed. That was out on the west coast. So there's always a story. Let's hope the sun tonight. Enjoy the race on Friday and Saturday. I see Earls is down to run on Sunday in Naas. I might go. Yaxini is down as well to run. Another stable star. And Mr. Rango is down as well. We have a few running in Limerick or in Cork. We have 2 in the Grand National. That's Deal Care that done a good turn for us in the Leinster National, and Recite a Prayer are out. So we'll have a busy time. I hope I can get time to do a video tomorrow evening and for Sunday. Anyway, bash the bookies. Over and out.